Hey, what's up,
Hey
everybody?
guys, welcome back.
Joe and Kevin here.
Hello.
I'm excited to bring you the season two premiere of Mad Men.
Yeah, we had a lot happen at the end of season one, and I'm kind of interested to see where they start going now.
I think that as far as the shows we're doing, I say this all the time, but like I love all the shows, but I think season one of Mad Men was the best, or at least the strongest first season of any of the shows we're doing.
Yeah, it was written incredibly well,
Yeah,
plotted out incredibly well. It's really strong characters, really strong introductions to them.
yeah.
Everything laid out well as far as us getting to know the characters in a sequence in a way that made us really understand what was going on with them.
Lots of strong symbolism in each episode.
Right.
Every episode is about something.
And the cast is fantastic all the
Oh
way
yeah,
top to bottom. Starting obviously with John Hamm,
yeah.
but the cast is so strong all the way down,
And
which is why a lot of them have done really great work since this show.
it is. It's funny because like John Hamm's obviously like an A-lister. Like you see
Yeah,
John Hamm, you don't associate him with any parts aside from Mad Men, but you
right,
think John Hamm. And
right,
it's kind of funny because he hasn't really escaped the shadow of Mad Men.
right,
He hasn't really found that movie where he's like a movie star now. He's still
right.
John Hamm, Mad Men. You know what I
And,
mean?
but you're still excited to see him and
Yeah,
stuff. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like when he popped up in the town, I was like, oh my
It's
god,
John Hamm.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
John Hamm.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, really strong all the way through. Major cliffhangers, or big events anyway. Peggy had a had a had
Hey,
a
shit,
had a surprise baby that she gave up for adoption, which is probably the right move for her,
it is.
completely. Um, and Don kind of realizing that his family life is in shambles there at the end when he kind of missed the boat, or
Yeah,
the boat being metaphorical, the train
yeah.
ride to Thanksgiving.
Which
His family's
he
gone,
could have just drove
and he
down
could have just
there.
driven down and met him, but he's clearly not going to. He
No,
wanted to go with his family and blew it.
he's quite headstrong and stubborn in that way.
Right. Do you
But
think
he
this?
deserves it. I mean, he does deserve that. Like he put his family second, and then
Right.
they left him.
Do you think that he's a better husband and father now? Because I don't.
I mean, nah, I don't think that's how it works. I think if he would have caught them
Right.
while they were there, then yes. But because
Maybe.
they left, I think he wants to live life on his terms.
Yeah,
So
I
he
do
doesn't want to
too.
be like chasing after
I,
anybody.
I think I think it really was a lot because we've said this. If he really wanted to be with them on Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
even after that point, he has a car. He knows where they're going.
that's what I'm saying.
He could have driven to wherever they are, then spent Thanksgiving with them. He could have driven to the train station, got his own ticket, but he didn't.
No,
He could have showed up a little bit later than them. He didn't do
that's what I'm
it.
saying. If he would have got home and they'd been like, "Oh, we're about to leave," and he would be like, "I'll go with you guys," then I think
Right.
it would have lasted for a while.
Yeah.
But I think always in any situation he's going to regress back to Don
I
Draper,
think he's always going to
Playboy.
regress,
Yeah,
100%. I think he's an insecure guy. I think he's someone who, because of his childhood trauma, is someone who runs away from his problems.
yeah.
He's done it his whole life. I don't see that changing now. He wanted to run away with Rachel Macon when he thought he was about to be exposed by Pete at work in a bad way.
Uh-huh.
He's a runner.
I, so how long until his persona progresses and he goes forward with something else? Not saying like changes from Don Draper to somebody else completely, but like I feel like
He's
he's
going to
constantly
grow
running.
somehow, but
Yeah,
I don't know how.
but it's almost like he's evolving. You know what I mean? Like he's not Dick Whitman. He's Don Draper, and
Right,
he evolved. I mean, he was very willing to leave his family to go with Rachel Macon.
right.
So what's the next big thing for him to just kind of
Yeah,
like
what about your
carry on
kids?
with?
They'll be provided for.
That's
Oh
what I'm
my
saying.
God,
Yeah, what a
dudes.
monster.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what his progression is going to look like. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I think that there are probably character traits that he can improve on and become a better person, and I think that there's some damage that he's always going to have.
I mean, I think he definitely has like empathy to a certain extent,
He
but at the
does.
same time, he's out for numero uno. You know what I mean? He's looking
Completely.
for himself.
Sure. I don't know. He's a very complex guy, and I'm enjoying it.
I love it.
All right, we're going to welcome two new subscribers right now, guys. I ride a Pegasus to work, and Tyler McKenzie, thank you and welcome. We really do
Thanks,
appreciate it.
guys. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button, leave us a comment, please hit that subscribe button as well.
Yes, please.
One more thing on Patreon, we keep getting a little bit of confusion over there. If you're watching this on Patreon, we're not going to show you any of the video from the TV shows. We just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's a
Copyright
not legal,
violation,
copyright
right?
illegal.
All you're going to see is what you see right now. Us, and you're going to hear our voices. You're going to have to watch along on your own copy. We're watching on AMC Plus. That's a good way to go.
We don't own the show. If we
Right.
show you the video, our page goes down. So just
Right.
bear with us. Watch the videos over there at full length if you want to.
Yeah.
You've been told.
The link to the descriptions or link to the Patreon, I'm sorry, is in the description below for
Yep.
this and everything else that we're watching. Looks like it's going to be the same opening.
Love it. I'm glad. It's
I
a
like
great
it.
opening.
Yeah,
It's
it's a really cool opening. I don't see any reason to change it. It's still Dawn. Is it possible that she looks better right now than she did at any point last season?
I
Because
think
she
so.
kind of does.
Christina Hendricks is in it.
Looks like Peggy's back to her slimmer weight
Yeah.
after having the child.
Yeah.
This is what rich people do, I guess, in their time off.
Guess so. I'm glad that she's getting a hobby though.
She needed something else, but
Start bringing back the white T-shirt tucked
right.
in.
I love it.
My grandpa used to do that all the time.
Mine too.
It's 160 over.
That's
100,
pretty high.
which is high for boys our age. Tell me about your parents. How many drinks do you have a day?
A lot.
Wine, cocktails, beer.
Like 40.
Everything depends on the day.
Reassess your life, Dawn. That's what we're starting with.
I've been good.
You want to get off right here? You can go right to your car.
No.
Do that? I think so.
Do we know how old Betty is? I
We
think she's
talked,
younger
didn't
than Dawn, but I don't know if they've said how old she
engaged.
is.
There's
They
no
might
point
have
in
mentioned
being
it, but I
aloof.
think they just kind of alluded to it. Like,
Tell me where you
copier?
Looks like a copier. Moving up in the
Take
world.
out the
kinda
lockers
cool.
and use that wall.
Yeah, just leave it right there. That's a good idea.
She did her birthday party invitations on this, on colored paper.
You think that if you start eating, we're all going to join you? You're wrong.
I'd start eating.
Yeah.
Look,
Grab a
Don's
sandwich.
not one to stand on ceremony.
Eating is the thing. I'm sure you can have a drink.
It's an unspoken agreement.
It's an unspoken agreement.
Yeah.
Peggy, go see if we can expect Don today.
It's not her job anymore.
Sonia Draper knocked her up. She goes away for a couple of months, drops about 9 pounds, 8 ounces, comes back with a job.
Fat farm. I thought we had verification.
So she didn't tell Pete about the baby.
I
Do
hate
you have
Pete.
any
I
idea
do
what
too.
you're expecting, Mr. Draper?
What is it?
You wrote some of it here. Some of it on 23rd Street.
Good.
I don't think you'd like it.
What happened to the Jewish doctor?
He's not Jewish.
Not anymore, but he was, trust me. Is he still
Oh my
You
god.
sound like a little girl.
Because I have a feeling there's a penalty for passing that date.
He knows.
Oh, so some time has passed and she's got a fiance, maybe.
It's Martinson's Coffee. I'm excited about the possibility of that happening. And as you recall, Martinson's Coffee has a unique problem. No one under 25 drinks coffee anymore. Just Pepsi.
Boy, that's changed.
Pour it on their Frosted Flakes. Talk to Don about it. Just for Martinson's Coffee alone.
Can't you talk to Don about it?
I thought this was the way things were done here.
Sorry we're late.
Just need to eat.
I just wrote copy for
They should have just eaten, because now
Yeah.
he wants to just get down to business.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mohawk Airlines. There's a new chief in the sky. And I've been following that. Most routes to Boston.
So it's about an airline that's flown by Indians? Maybe a plane with some arrows stuck in the cargo door? That's funny.
Because even now in the 60s, Westerns are kind of going out of style a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little bit.
Look how level those drinks are.
It's not about the majestic beauty of the Mohawk Nation. It's about adventure.
Yeah.
Could be a pirate.
How's his wife going to feel about that?
Air travel's too expensive to waste on your wife.
Oh my God.
Blows in late for a meeting, throws that at him, and walks out.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah.
I think it's too dangerous.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Do you remember what
Haven't
happened
you
to the
seen
little
Gone
girl?
with the
down
Wind? Yep,
the
yep.
lake?
Yeah.
They say once you start drinking alone, you're an alcoholic. Really trying to avoid that.
All right.
Much younger people.
For what purpose?
Martinson's Coffee. Last time Freddie Rumsen had a cup of coffee.
So what am I supposed to do? Dangle a Pepsi out the window and see if I can hook a stroller? Young people don't know anything. Especially that they're young.
That's true.
Yeah, that last part actually is true.
Prove him wrong.
It's funny because Don is like, it's kind of a changing of the guard. He was one of the young guys around there.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to age out a little bit. I think he's starting to feel a little insecure about that.
He was just at the doctor and he told him you're getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she is quite lovely, Don.
Yeah. You're a lucky man and you're kind of
Yeah.
squandering that.
All right. It's a nice moment that will be ruined at some point.
Yep.
Believe it or not, you two have met.
I don't think we have, Beth. It's Don Draper.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
He
Curtis
seems
is
so
from
disinterested.
Detroit.
So disinterested.
Automobiles. How are you? I work as a decorator.
I think prostitute might have
That's
actually
literally
been
what I was
she was
thinking.
doing.
You
That's
think
what I was
she's
thinking
escort
too.
right
Yeah.
now?
She would end up
She's a party girl, Beth.
Yeah, I thought so.
Party girl.
Really?
Don does not eat enough food.
He really doesn't.
He drinks all of his food.
He really does.
I told her I wanted to have hundreds of babies with you.
Wow.
Oh my. Happy Valentine's Day, Don.
Yeah.
At some point, she's going to start suspecting again that Don's having an affair. I don't know if he is or not, but
He had enough.
Right.
Discrepancies where
Come on, open them. I want one.
Okay.
He is the worst.
He is the worst.
He is the freaking worst.
I was just buying
She
fruit
wants
like
a
it was
baby
any
big
other
time,
day.
Pete.
The
Yeah.
darling was pregnant.
It's okay. We've got all night.
Is he having little issues
Yeah,
down
he's
there?
having little performance issues.
Is that blood pressure?
Yeah. It's a medication.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you would just tell me what to do.
Tell her you're on blood pressure medication. It's probably messing with you physically.
Yeah.
You should.
Definitely eat something. Yeah.
But yeah, that line, I wish you would just tell me what to do, kind of feels like her whole life, you know?
Yeah.
Rather love this fall. Has all the colors one thinks of when one thinks of the White House. Red and white and blue, and then everyone goes
Sales
to dinner
got a
here
lady,
in the
huh?
state dining room.
Where's her
The
husband?
table now is not set up for that many.
Even when she saw Jack at the end, it was like they were playing house.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Exactly. That's fine.
Is she going to spill the beans on...
I ran into this
Oh.
friend, Juanita
Don
Carson.
couldn't get it up.
That's what I thought she was going to do, yeah.
She's a call girl.
Well, people
Yeah.
lived hard back then. It'd be funny if he was like 36 as well.
Right.
But Pops, you should celebrate your soon-to-be fat wife.
Jesus Christ.
He's really meeting with them.
Oh my God.
Why are
Bringing
they
in
doing
like
this?
a beatnik.
I've been privy to some of Duck's.
Have you ever been fired?
Fired.
I believe you that other people have them in the hallways.
Gentlemen, your reputations precede you. Duck Phillips, head of account services.
You give a distinct impression.
So, now that I've given you your babies and your Xerox machine, should I throw in a couple of elephants? I don't want there to be any excuse when you can't bring in Martinson's coffee.
Kids. What's the big deal? Do you want to have kids?
Oh my God, this is such an awkward conversation for these two.
I think it's sentimental.
Peggy.
Right, businessmen who like short skirts. Sex sells.
Just so you know, the people who talk that way think that monkeys can do this.
That's fair too, yeah.
They can't do what we do. And they hate us for it.
Like I said, this dude
Welcome
always
back,
knows what to
Daddy.
say.
Yeah.
You have to give him an excuse. That's what I always say.
She had those panties. Is it Wednesday? They were soaked through.
Yeah. Be mindful.
Everything okay?
You know anything about cars?
No.
Where's Mrs. Draper?
She just went to get Sally from ballet.
Yeah.
I got a fan belt on the truck. I could put it in for $9.
Hold on. I have $3 in change.
I could put it on account.
Yeah.
Send you a bill.
I don't want my husband knowing about this. So there's nothing you can do for a damsel in distress.
Why is she being like this?
Yeah.
I just want her to be better than Dawn. You know what I mean? Like I don't think she's
Not
worse than
knocking her,
Dawn in
yeah.
any way. I just want her to be a better person than
Yeah,
Dawn.
don't stoop as low as him.
Yeah, exactly. Don't degrade
But
yourself
at the
like
same
Dawn
time,
does.
there is a weird empowerment to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Of
I can do
course.
whatever I want because I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, so he is reading it anyway.
Meditation's in an emergency. Is
Now
this like a
I am
midlife crisis
quietly
kind of thing?
waiting for the... Perhaps I am myself again.
It's a great shot.
Yeah.
Makes you want to see him in some kind of 30s gangster noir. You know what I mean?
Right. Was that Rachel Menken? Maybe he was. mailing that
that's
to?
kind of who I was
That's
thinking.
my
it was.
guess.
I mean, there's no one else he's really close to who
Right.
to like reach out to. So I think it's pretty obvious. Yeah, there's nobody else for him to send that to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's got no one else in his life that he can be close to besides
Yeah.
his wife. You know. And,
Yeah, for those who are on Patreon, there's going to be a pause hiccup in there. We lost power here for a second, and
Yeah.
it kind of kicked for a minute.
Kicked off one of the
Fortunately,
lights.
the internet didn't completely
yeah,
go
yeah.
down.
We
so-
lucked out. I think
Right.
probably because the episode is fully loaded.
Right,
On there,
but so there's probably a pause
But,
in
yeah.
there somewhere. But
what are you gonna do?
right, no, really solid opening. I like the fact that Peggy seems to be moving on okay. I don't know if she's in denial, but she seems to be
She's
doing all
probably
right.
just not addressing it.
I don't know what kind of time jump we're doing here.
At least a few months.
Easily,
a
right,
few months because she's back to a normal weight.
She's back to normal weight. So Sal apparently is in a relationship or married. And
So
that wasn't the
it's
case.
either a year or just a few months because it's Valentine's Day, so it's February. I think the last
Because election day was at the end.
Yeah.
No, Thanksgiving.
Was Thanksgiving.
And then now we're into Valentine's. So a couple months, maybe?
Months, if not a year.
No, because I think they said that Peggy dropped all that weight. They were talking about her weight loss.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have waited a year for that to be an issue. I think it's only been a couple months.
Sure. Okay. Yeah,
My
so
guess. I could be wrong.
So it's been a few months, I guess, then.
Sure.
Also, interesting that they were all watching Jackie O on the TV. And they're kind of showing the trappings of the White House.
Right.
What they're trying to say with that, I mean, is it that there's like this weird facade going on? You know what I mean? It's a very like material.
That's what I was going to say is material. I think we had a lot of people in the show kind of, in this episode especially,
Look at all these things. Look at all these things we have here.
Measuring success by what you own.
But on the inside, it's kind of hollow.
Yeah, very hollow.
Because like they even said, like she looked startled when she saw Jack Kennedy. I mean, we all know about his affairs. You know,
Right.
Alleged, but also some of them not alleged. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Like, there's lots of that's been documented quite well over the years.
Right.
But I mean, it's kind of it's an interesting parallel to what's happening on the show. I mean,
It is.
Pete's having affairs, Don's having affairs. They just kind of give their wives these things and
Right.
they go forward, but there's not like a real happiness there. You know, I mean,
Sure.
Betsy's living in fear that I can't even get my car fixed without my husband throwing a fit.
Right.
And
So she flirts her way out of getting it very dangerously.
Yeah.
Flirts her way into getting her car fixed on the cheap.
You're on the side of the road, and that's a strong guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Just
potentially hurt you.
Just say bill me. That's it.
Just bill me, Don. Hey, look, it's not my fault.
Not my fault.
But
The car
he-
broke down.
But he won't acknowledge that, obviously.
Right.
Don's kind of struggling with his mortality a little bit. I mean,
Sure.
going to the doctor. Doctor tells him, "Hey, man, like
Chill it. Chill out. You're getting old.
Yeah.
Don, you need to hire younger people to work here. I mean, like, yeah, you're
losing.
time
a step.
time is passing. Yeah.
He's losing a step, and something tells me going forward, the next few episodes at least are probably going to be regarding that.
Sure.
I feel like it's hard to imagine they do a one-off episode about we're getting old.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think
No,
going
that's
forward, that's going to be the theme, kind of.
Yeah, the passage of time is definitely going to be something that's going to be important in this season for sure.
They kind of started that a little bit in the last season with Roger.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, Don's like, I'm the young gun here. I can walk up these stairs because I do this. I'm
Right.
about this. I'm younger than you. And now Don's kind of
Now
in a
Don's not the
position
young
where
guy
he's-
anymore. Yeah.
He's kind of like Roger a little bit.
Right. A lot younger than Roger.
A lot, yeah,
But
obviously.
you're right. At least facing the idea that you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's a good one. We will catch you next time.
See ya.